that team stand in the way. No way. Handle your business, man. Everything you got. 46 A to B, 9 strong. Let's do this. Showtime on the
That's the future of this team. Urban Meyer.
Hey, we good here? Good. I'm getting back to work.
What's good, Two Shoes, y'all? I want to let y'all know about Two Buddy. We've been partnering with them. There's a link right below this video that you should definitely click on. It's 30% off. Trust me, you want to install that for the growth of your YouTube, whether it's subscribers, watch time hours, tags, all types of stuff. They have all types of stuff. Can't get into all of it because this will go forever. Trust me, hit that link, 30% off. You won't regret it. Install, Placow, your YouTube growth goes boom, just like that.
All right, so let's just get straight up into it. Jaguars. Let's take a look at their roster. Pretty straightforward. The easy. We obviously know they just drafted a new quarterback. How do you feel about Trevor Lawrence going into his rookie year?
Complete package. That's a complete package. We saw him at Clemson. He's nice. Throws a nice ball. Can run the ball. Makes the right decision.
Very modern.
Bred to be bred to be a quarterback.
Especially him, and when you see him, the Joe Burrows of the world, the Josh Allens of the world, when you start seeing all the white quarterbacks started adding things to their game, adding running to the game, I think that's like the most dangerous combination.
Just isn't all the young quarterbacks doing that? Is that what you said? Just all the young quarterbacks?
Well, yeah, that's what the game's converting to. It's the modern quarterback.
Yeah,
you have to have that as part of your game. If you don't have that part of your game, you're kind of a dinosaur at this point.
You can be a good dinosaur.
Yeah, you can still definitely be successful in the league, but to have that extra package, to be able to run, read up, make decisions after the play breaks down, all that stuff. That's what you see from all the top quarterbacks now. Trevor Lawrence, Joe Burrow, like I said, Josh Allen. All of them have those tools, and all of them still have great arms to be pocket passers if they wanted to.
Sometimes I think they escape from the pocket without even having to. You just gotta step up and make the throw sometimes. Sometimes I think they forget that. They just want to go outside and make a play, or they just think they feel pressure. And ain't nothing wrong with that, because I couldn't be a quarterback. I think I'm feeling pressure all the time. Anyway, getting back into this depth chart. This running back. My fault. Did you want to keep talking about Trevor?
Well, no. I'm actually glad you went to running back, because that was going to be my next question for you. How do you feel about them drafting Travis Etienne? And let me preface it by saying I thought it was kind of weird just because they already had James Robinson. And James Robinson had such a good season last year. I think James Robinson is going to be an amazing back coming into this year. So how did you feel about them drafting Travis Etienne? I thought it was kind of weird.
Okay, let me ask you a question. Who do you draft at that spot?
So
because they had Trevor at the number 1 spot, and then they had a first round pick, right? And that's where they got Etienne. So who do you draft at that spot?
So I heard
what position.
So I heard I forget who it was, but I heard they were looking at a wide receiver, the draft right there. But I don't know who was in front of them. Somebody took the receiver that they really wanted, and that's when they just went back and just got Travis Etienne.
Yeah, I probably won't deny that. They got a talented receiver room too, though. Yeah. I didn't even know they had Philip Dorsett. That's a good addition. Yeah, I think Etienne is a good pickup personally. Like I said, same thing what I said about Joe Burrow with they have camaraderie and it's. Yeah, chemistry. The difference is between these two played together all the years together. Joe Burrow had 1 year in the NFL. What's homie's name? Jamar Chase stayed in college, or he opted out of that year of college, so even worse. So I think it's going to work out. I think it's just chemistry. It's just a chemistry thing. How many times can we ever say a quarterback got to play with the same backfield that he played with in college? But the James Robinson thing, James Robinson is a beast. He was voted on top 100 by his peers. So they just got a talented running back room. Also like Carlos Hyde being there, and yeah, it's just a talented running back room. And I think they're going to use Etienne a little bit different.
They are. So to speak on that, they said they've been running him a lot with the receiver groups, with the receivers in training camp so far.
No corner is going to be. There's not going to be a corner that can bring him down one-on-one. So I understand that. I understand it completely. He makes people miss. His balance is incredible. Going back up to quarterbacks real quick, I liked Gardner Minshew last year. I want to say that the past 2 years I like Gardner Minshew. I think he actually has what it takes, and I don't know. I think he's nice, like nicer than what a lot of people think. Like say he is. I guess they are
Uh,
playing ETN in the slot a little bit more. That's going to be interesting.
that's
But
gonna
at
be
the
really
same
interesting.
time, they got these big time receivers. I think Laviska Chenault Jr. He's just nice, and DJ Shark is nice.
Did DJ Chark get hurt last year too?
Yeah, I'm pretty much sure almost everybody on their team got hurt at one point.
Like you said, bro, they had a really good receiving room. They do have a really good receiving room. So
Yeah.
didn't know they had Tavon
Oh,
Austin.
yep, I like that. He always takes the top off the defense even if he's out there playing. I think these pieces more with Urban Meyer, the real thing that I like, because they're questionable pieces if they're with a different coach. Did Carlos Hyde play at Ohio State when Urban Meyer was there?
2014, he was drafted.
Probably a year before, probably the year that he probably I don't know got there. I don't know. Anyway, I think that's good for camaraderie as well. Offensive line, I like Cam Robinson, Dewan Taylor. I like their tackles are solid, or should at least be good. Uh, I don't know much about the interior. Yeah, I just don't know much about that interior. Defense. They got pieces.
They got really good pieces. So as we know, they just traded one of their middle linebackers to Pittsburgh, Joe Sherbert. Apparently, what they've been saying is Urban and them have been trying to just overhaul the whole team so they can get just Urban's guys in there, and they're trying to move. They're trying to move on from like what do you say the previous regimes, players and front office because I think it's pretty sure it's a whole new front office, all Urban's guys, and just trying to get Urban's people in there. I know they're trying to change up this defense. Shaquille Griffin is an amazing pickup for a cornerback for them. Probably the player that jumped off the list to me on this defense. I really like Miles Jack too.
Miles Jack and Josh Allen are two people that like pops off. Sidney Jones the fourth knife too at corner.
And I thought they had another cornerback that was really good. There he is, C.J. Henderson. He's really good too. I've heard that they're trying to move on from him though too. They're putting him in trade talks because he's from the previous regime. So I've heard that as well.
Ain't nothing wrong with that. I say give Urban a couple years to build a team. Let's get right into it, man. So who's the future of the team for you?
Don't let that team stand in the way. No way. Handle your business, man. Everything you got. 46 A to B, 9 strong. Let's do this. Showtime on Tuesday.
That's the future of this team. Urban Meyer.
I won't deny it. I guess I won't deny it. I won't deny it. Yeah, I can't deny it. I would also say Trevor Lawrence. You can also say Trevor Lawrence.
I thought that was the easy answer, but the more I thought about it, I actually went back and changed my answer to Urban Meyer because I think Urban is going to lay the foundation of a culture that could obviously turn this whole organization around. That's where you go get Urban Meyer, to change culture. He makes an impact everywhere he goes.
Yeah, I'm gonna go Trevor Lawrence. Now I agree with you with everything that you said, but Trevor Lawrence is the answer for future of the team. I don't think Urban Meyer's had a quarterback like Trevor Lawrence that he's ever coached. He's coached Alex Smith, right? Tim Tebow, all the people at Ohio State, from J.T. Barrett to Wayne Haskins, I'm pretty sure, right?
So are we talking about just like a success from like a college standpoint?
I think a quarterback that can do what this guy does.
I think that's fair. I think that's a fair statement. He's the best quarterback he's ever coached.
Yeah, I
From a
think
talent standpoint?
that's why I go Trevor Lawrence is the future of the team. I understand what you're saying about Urban laying the foundation and everything, but for me, it has to be Trevor Lawrence because boy wins, man, and he makes the right decision with the ball. He's only going to get better. It's I don't know, man.
You say that Urban's a winner too. Urban's a winner
I
everywhere he goes.
100% agree with you. I think Urban Meyer is going to simplify the offense a little bit more for Trevor Lawrence. But I think Trevor Lawrence is going to make the plays that even Urban Meyer is going to be like, yeah, I don't know how he did that. Nah, I'm just happy we got him type stuff. That's how I feel. Just think about the quarterbacks in this division real quick. Ryan Tannehill, good quarterback, solid quarterback. Don't get it twisted for a second. Carson Wentz, solid quarterback as well. Say what you want about him with Philly, but solid quarterback. And Deshaun Watson. Trevor Lawrence is in that mode right there with those guys.
Immediately or potentially?
I gotta see what their schedule looks like for me to say immediately. I think it's no question potentially. I think he's definitely going to do it. It's just a matter of what that schedule looks like, what the first year looks like, what Urban, if he, like I said, how long it takes him to get the team overturned
Hmm.
to his guys, and if they buy into him.
So who's your player most excited to see?
All right, let's just do it. It got to be Trevor Lawrence.
It has to be Trevor Lawrence again.
Yeah, it got to be Trevor Lawrence. Because I was going to go the running backs. Be real.
I got him. That's my pick too, Trevor Lawrence. I don't know how you don't
Yeah.
pick him. Simple as this. Like you said earlier, this is the best quarterback talent we've seen since Andrew Luck. Simple as that.
Right.
My roommate, he asked me, "What's the chances of him, like quote unquote, failing, being a bust?" I looked him dead in his eyes. I said, "Jared, if he becomes a bust, he'd be the greatest bust in the NFL history, easily, because we don't hype up quarterbacks crazy. I don't feel, because everybody knows the transition from college football to NFL football is not guaranteed, and not everybody can make that transition. So when we get a guys like Trevor Lawrence, who is a great, amazing pocket passer, like I was saying earlier, he's modern, so he can move the pocket. He's not slow. It's not like he's slow. He can move. That boy can move. He brings so much to the game, and he can do so much. And you could, in my opinion, you can run any offense with him.
I mean, almost like any offense. You can't do Lamar Jackson's offense. But I agree with you. 100% agree with you, man.
Honestly, look at him move. Honestly, bro, you probably could. Just get him some better receivers. You probably could.
Let's just say there's an NFL speed and there's a college speed. Let's be humble still. I'm not saying he can't outrun people, but you still got to be humble going into the league. Until you see it in real life, in real game experience, you got to be a little humble. He's big though, man. He makes every throw pinpoint accuracy. Like, come on, man. Like,
my question is, what else would you want from a quarterback? Like you said, he's big, he can run, he has a cannon for an arm, he makes great decisions. He's a leader.
I'm actually happy he's done with Clemson, because now I can actually give him his props. I just don't like Clemson. So
yeah, it's always F Clemson in this state.
yeah. So, but now I can honestly say, yo, this dude's an amazing talent. He's just amazing. I gotta give him his props. And I know he's been working at it since like high school. I guess he was like one of the top high school recruits. They might have had Justin Fields above him in high school. When they actually got everybody on the field, they was like, oh yeah, he's actually the best. Like, they could see it from the jumps, and it's just obvious at this point.
I got another quick question for you, just because you mentioned him. You mentioned Deshaun Watson. Is Trevor Lawrence easily the best Clemson quarterback we've seen?
That's not an easy answer. Then
Let me ask you like this: Has he had the best college career of any Clemson quarterback that we've seen?
Yeah, that's not a question.
Okay.
That's not a question. I mean, yeah, it's not a question. Yeah, he's definitely the player to watch for. I was going to say the running backs, but it is what it is. All right, let's move right into it. Hot seat, you got anybody?
I don't got anybody on the hot seat, personally. Like I said, Urban, brand new front office, young future QB. I really don't see anybody that'll be on the hot seat, unless it's like maybe a vet at one on like the somewhere. But I couldn't find anybody, so I don't have anybody.
Yeah, I would say the only person that's on the hot seat, the players that he's going to get rid of if you don't perform. I'm talking about from the last regime. Like, if you're there from the last regime and you're performing, he's more likely going to keep you. Let's be real. Or your trade value is going to be so good that he gets rid of you for something, and you get to a good team or something, or at least a team that wants you. Mm-hmm. That's the only way I would say you're on a hot seat. But
That's debatable.
And that's even debatable because you might go to a better team. Like, let's be real.
Well, I'm saying that's debatable because he just traded that Joe Schubert guy for like a 6th-round pick. He's just trying to get rid of guys at this point.
That's the value that team gets back. That kid's going to Pittsburgh. They're still in it to contend in the AFC. He went to a better team. That's my answer to that. I understand what Jacksonville got back, and whatever they got back, it don't matter. I understand it might make the actual linebacker look bad, but if he wins a Super Bowl or actually contends in the AFC, do you care? Would I care? Would you care? But you got traded for a 6, but you actually went in content.
I see what you're saying from like their standpoint. I'm talking about from Jacksonville's standpoint.
Yeah, I I'm talking about from the player, and I'm getting traded. I don't care.
Yeah.
I'm
The
Jacksonville.
player, because you're going to a better team, like you said, that's
Yeah.
intended. But from Jacksonville's standpoint, they just got rid of him from a 6th-round pick. There's no way they could have. They could have got like a 4th round, a 5th for him maybe. He's a Pro Bowler. I feel like they just sold him cheap.
I mean, Urban Meyer is going to have some growing pains in this league too. I mean, he's not on the hot seat, but he's going to have some growing pains in his league. I think one of the biggest things is the 52 man roster, whatever it's called.
Yes,
Yeah, something like that. Uh,
53.
he tried to get Tim Tebow on there. It wasn't going to happen if Tim Tebow is not going to run special teams.
Yeah.
You feel me?
Yeah.
When you're in college, you have a lot of recruits. You have people with red shirting that you can still bring up. So it's a lot different. I think he's going to have a lot of growing pains, and one of those is also getting rid of players for cheap, because we will look at you a certain type of way. So we'll see. We'll see what it pans out. Maybe he knew more about that linebacker than what we know. We don't know.
Record projections. Let's jump into that. Hopefully, Deshaun Watson's there for this game, because that'll be amazing. Clemson versus Clemson, week 1. That'd be actually really fun.
Divisional.
And it's divisional? Yeah, that'd be really fun. All right, so week 1. Who
At
you
Houston.
got?
Week 1 at Houston. I got Jacksonville winning this.
I agree with you. I agree with you strongly. I think Jacksonville's honestly just a better football team on paper.
I don't think the other quarterback is going to be there. If he is there, it's going to just be a battle. That game is going to be a lot of points scored. No defense is really going to be able to stop the other one. 2 rookie head coaches too, I believe.
Who's head coach for Houston?
Some dude, some black dude. I can't remember. I feel bad. I can't remember, man. Cannot remember. I think he came from Washington football team, but I could be wrong with that too.
We'll figure it out when we get Denver. Home game.
Home versus Denver. I got Denver winning that actually. So I got them losing.
All right, so we're going to be disagreeing early then, because I have the Jags winning that game.
Hopefully these boys stay healthy, but that's going to be the first defense that he really sees. Von Miller, Bradley Chubb, and Justin Simmons, I believe, it's going to be the first defense that is going to be, hey, rookie. And I think Von Miller definitely gets the sack on him. He puts Trevor Lawrence down.
Early?
Often.
Early and all?
Him and Bradley Chubb. I got them getting at least 2 to 3
Each?
sacks in Saxonville.
That's crazy. That's actually a lot.
They're combined. They're going to combine for 3 to 4.
Yeah, that's actually kind of crazy. He goes to against another team that has a great pass rush. And J.J. Watt and Chandler Jones. Those are 2 tough weeks back to back, honestly.
Yeah, but at least it's at home.
I mean, both games are at home. I think he loses that game though. I have the Jags losing to Arizona.
I do too. I usually don't like the teams that got to travel and play a game, but I think Arizona is going to come out. I will say this: Trevor Lawrence will learn from the week before to try to get the ball out a little bit quick. I actually saw somebody actually make a bet on this game last night, Thursday
Cincinnati
night
game?
at Cincinnati. Yeah, I saw them make a bet.
How much? I gotta hear this.
It wasn't much. It was like a $20 bet, something like that.
Who they bet on? Bengals?
I saw both of them. Both of them make the bet. I saw both parties make the bet.
Got you. That's a good bet. That's a really good bet.
It's
I
a
have
good
Cincinnati.
game. I'm not betting on it.
I have Cincinnati winning that game though.
Yeah, I believe I do too. Cincinnati wins this game. Joe Burrow's gonna be cooking. He's gonna be cooking at this point. Even though Jamar Chase did not catch any of those 3 balls last night. That's neither here nor there. Yeah, I got Cincinnati winning that.
Then they come back home and they play Tennessee.
Divisional. Absolutely no way. Trevor Lawrence is going to learn that time of possession. This is where he's going to learn time of possession is a real thing. Tennessee wins this game.
I agree with you.
Jacksonville loses. Week 6, home versus Miami.
No, this is the overseas game.
Overseas. My fault. Overseas versus Miami.
I don't remember, but I'm pretty sure I put
What-
Miami in this game because they have a really good fucking defense. Xavier Howard, take away his number 1 option. I like Miami in that game.
I'll say Miami. I guess I'll say Miami as well. So yeah, Jacksonville loses here, overseas. But they got bye week 7. That's dope.
That's good for a young quarterback. Get an early bye. I like that actually for him.
Yeah, he get to watch all the film that he messed up on before he goes through another gauntlet of teams. Good God, these teams get rough. Oh my goodness. Week 8, he goes up to 12th man after COVID. Oh, hopefully they still there too. He loses this. Just the crowd noise by itself makes him lose this game.
I agree with you. I don't see them beating Seattle.
They got the weapons, but
They don't have the
I
depth.
think week 9. home versus Buffalo.
They lose again.
Calling it right now. Tre'Davious White gets a pick.
Honestly, bro, Trevor Lawrence is playing a bunch of great defenses. I think all these games are like damn near must watch. Just to see a young quarterback against all these good defenses.
He has a crazy October, November so far. I would definitely say that. This is a gauntlet. I guess this is just a gauntlet of teams. The question is, do you play Gardner Minshew for some of these games?
You don't play. Gardner Minshew should not get 1 second of playing time.
That's crazy. They're competing for the job still right now.
Honestly, Darren, let's be 100. They're competing for the job. I don't care who said that it's actual competition. That's just for like PR and shit and to make the team look good.
Is that the same thing with Andy Dalton and Justin Fields then? Because that's not what they're doing over there.
I don't know what the fuck Chicago doing. I don't know why.
Miami. Tua's had like the first 6 or 8 games or something crazy.
But why did they? But what happened? They eventually put him in because why? Ryan Fitzpatrick was it? I'm pretty sure it was Ryan Fitzpatrick. Was it playing?
Oh, that wasn't the reason why. We can leave that alone though. There's examples. All right. So week 10, Indianapolis Colts, divisional game.
They lose this game.
Yeah, I got them losing. So going to suck out the bye week. We got them taking 3 L's.
I only have them at 2 wins right now. I think I have them losing like that as 8 straight.
All right. So week 11, it's home. That's good news. Versus San Francisco. They're gonna lose.
I don't like them in this matchup either. I don't like any of these matchups for them, bro. These are terrible matchups.
It's a young team. Week 12, home versus Atlanta.
I have them winning this game.
You got them winning versus Atlanta.
Yes. Another big, I think this is 24-27, 24-28, that type of game.
I see what you're saying. I say Atlanta still wins this, though. So they don't take the L here. You said W. I can see why you say that, though. Questionable with their defense. I think they got a new defensive coordinator, new offensive coordinator, something like that, too. So we'll see. And Julio Jones ain't there. So week 13.
Yep.
At LA, they're definitely taking the L here. You're not about to travel all the way across the country and then go play the Rams and win.
All right, quick question. Who does Jalen Ramsey guard in that game?
Whoever is balling out at that point. It could be LaVisca, Chenault, Marvin Jones. I can't remember his name. I don't know why. You have to go back to depth chart because I really can't remember his name. Or who's ever on the outside. That'd be one game where you could just have Jalen not foul people. Week 14 at Tennessee, divisional game.
Jacksonville loses this game.
I agree. Once again, time of possession is going to play a role, and I think Tennessee's defense might have gotten better, and they will definitely not have the corners to guard Julio and A.J. Brown. Another divisional game, home versus Houston. Why do you say that?
I don't like Houston's roster, especially without Deshaun Watson. So, if best case scenario, they have Deshaun Watson. I don't think Deshaun Watson's good enough to win them games without help.
Can't wait for you to see Houston's team. They don't have much. Don't get me wrong. They don't have much at all, but they still got certain pieces. So you said they're gonna get the W here. So all depending on if Deshaun Watson is there, bro. That's the biggest question mark I got them taking the L here. I'm gonna say Deshaun Watson is there. I'm telling you, bro. Watch a team just trade for this kid at mid-season. It's gonna mess up everything. I swear. Week 16 at the New York Jets. They're gonna go into some cold weather.
I like them in this matchup though.
Good one. This is the battle, the number 1 and number 2 pick battle.
That's really.
I say they get the W here.
I agree. Yeah, 5-10.
W. Just because I feel like they'll be able to run the ball and throw it at that point. The Jets will be able to throw the ball. I'm gonna question their running game at that point, and their defense won't be able to stop any receivers. I think at that point. Anyway, week 17, the Patriots.
All right, like we said when we were doing the Jets video, I don't trust young quarterbacks against Bill Belichick. I have them losing this game. I have the Jags losing this game.
That's pretty much the biggest reason why. All right, it's still Belichick. Week 18, Indianapolis. Why do I keep on saying Indiana?
I have the Jags losing this game. Maybe if they sit if the Colts are a playoff team, they sit their starters or something, they might be able to pull something out. But just as like a football team, I don't see them beating the Colts.
Yeah, I got them losing too. With the extra game, people think you'll be able to sit certain starters. I think in a division like this, Indianapolis and Tennessee are going to really be fighting for that spot. We'll take the L.
All right, bet. What's your record for them?
Yeah, I got them with 3 wins, 14 losses, I guess. Sheesh.
That's tough. I have them at 5-12.
That's not bad. Yeah, 3 wins, 14 losses. It's a tough one. It's tough. This whole division is going to be tough with Houston's situation, but
what it came down to, though, is they ran into a bunch of tough defenses. That's what's going to come down to. A bunch of good defenses. I think
Yeah,
most
but
of the games
even-
I have him losing is because of the he's going against a good defense.
Even teams that you got them beating, like Atlanta, is like that's still a good offense, and they do run against a lot of good defense, but it's just gonna make Trevor Lawrence better for it in the future. And I think Trevor Lawrence still balls out. He just takes a lot of L's. He's gonna learn that Clemson was stacked, and their division, the ACC, was. I'm gonna be nice. Let's leave this alone. Um, so yeah, that's what our records are. I got 3-14. You got 5 and what?
5-12.
5-11. That's the Jacksonville Jaguars. Look out for the next division or the next team that we look out for in this division. Maybe the Houston Texans, maybe the Indianapolis Colts, maybe the Tennessee Titans. But check them all out. We'll be right back. Peace.
Peace. Thank y'all again for watching our video. Make sure you like and subscribe down below. Also, make sure you go to our social media. We're on Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter. Also, we're on TikTok. It's at Inspired by Ambition. Our website is inspiredbyambitionpro.com. Go check that out. We sell hoodies and t-shirts there. They're pretty dope. Go check that out. Lastly, once again, y'all, we just appreciate you guys watching the video. Thank you once again. Peace out.
Peace. Y'all stay up.
From small to triple XL, all inspired by ambition gear at inspiredbyambitionpro.com. That's www.inspiredbyambitionpro.com.